Welcome to Legal Matters with the Crosby Law Firm and WIFR. I'm Mike Garrigan with 23 News, and our guest is attorney Michael Crosby with the Crosby Law Firm. Legal Matters is an informational and news call-in show devoted to legal topics of interest to State Line viewers. We have attorneys standing by right now to take your call at the number on your screen. They'll provide you with free information regarding your issue. So call now and throughout the next hour. Our opening statement tonight concerns the Crosby Law Firm's Office for DUI, Traffic, and Criminal Defense. A substantial portion of the Crosby Law Firm's practice is devoted to DUI, traffic, and criminal matters, and tonight's discussion is dedicated to those issues. Before we get started tonight, I'd like to remind our viewers of the practice areas the Crosby Law Firm concentrates in. The Crosby Law Firm has a Center for Divorce and Family Law, an Auto Accident and Injury Department, a Bankruptcy Institute, an Office for DUI, Traffic, and Criminal Defense, an Advanced Care Plan and Probate Center, and a Division for Real Estate and Business Matters. So please feel free to call tonight and discuss any of these practice areas with the attorney standing by. Now on to tonight's topic. Criminal and traffic defense matters are very important and can be very controversial. In my opinion, too many times defense attorneys are portrayed as a defender of the bad guy instead of the defender of the Constitution. How do you handle that perception at Crosby Law Firm?
Well, first, Mike, I want to take a moment to thank you and WIFR for inviting me as a guest tonight. And let me take this opportunity to wish you and all of the viewers a very happy and peaceful Thanksgiving. I think the best way to answer your first question is to share with our viewers some fundamental rights set forth in our Constitution. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury. Clearly, Mike, the very foundation of our country relies upon the right of all Americans to feel safe and free, the right to have an attorney to protect individuals, and the right against self-incrimination. These are rights that Americans have fought and died for since the Revolutionary War and should always be protected and appreciated.
And a good reminder right there. A DUI or a criminal matter is a stressful event for most people. So when a person contacts the Crosby Law Firm concerning these matters, how do you respond?
With all of the resources available in our office, 7 attorneys with over 100 years of experience, a significant portion of our law practice is devoted to DUI, traffic, and criminal defense matters. An arrest, handcuffs, mugshot, fingerprints, jail time, very humiliating and disruptive experiences for most people. We've been protecting and defending individuals confronted with the loss of freedom and all of the stress connected with the criminal matter for over 33 years. And we take these matters seriously, and we provide a defense that is second to none. So the first matter we address is the need to consult with an attorney as soon as possible. That's why in our office we offer a free office consultation. We don't want to create barriers connected with the need for legal representation. We'll do our very best to properly diagnose your case and develop a defense strategy best suited for the particular case. While these matters can be complicated, filled with fear, and expensive both emotionally and financially, you can rest assured that we will address all of these issues in a professional and cost-effective manner. That's why we offer flat fees and payment plans so that you can plan and budget accordingly. That way, you'll know where you stand from the beginning of your case.
It's my personal observation that criminal conduct can have a negative effect on the individual that has been victimized. Could you please share with our viewers some of the issues at the Crosby Law Firm concerning victims of the case?
In dealing with criminal matters, one of the first issues we address concerns the victims of the bad conduct. In some cases, we represent the actual person victimized by the criminal conduct. In other cases, we may represent the victim's family, friends, or neighbors.
Now, can you elaborate on that a little more?
Sure, Mike. In many cases, our law firm represents the victims of the crime. Now, let me share with you several examples. In the case of domestic battery, where a spouse or friend beats up on the other spouse or friend, we will frequently secure an order of protection, restraining the attacker from having any contact with the victim. Violence is generally a bad thing, and we frequently help those who are victims of violence. and an order of protection may be the best vehicle to protect the victim. Another example would pertain to parents or grandparents who know that their children or grandchildren live in an abusive or neglectful household. Through orders of protection and other court-ordered legal remedies, we're able to remove the children from the bad environment and place them with loving, caring family members.
And this would be a good time to remind everyone the Crosby Law Firm has attorneys standing by right now to take your call and provide you with free information regarding whatever issue you may have. When we come back, we'll shift our focus from dealing with victims of crimes to dealing with individuals who are accused of committing a crime. Stay with us. Welcome back to Legal Matters. I'm 23 News anchor Mike Garrigan, talking law with attorney Michael Crosby from the Crosby Law Firm. Thus far tonight, we've discussed how the Crosby Law Firm assists victims of bad conduct. What about the individual accused of criminal conduct? How do you assist them and their family?
Good question, Mike. When representing individuals confronted with alleged criminal conduct, there's typically a Part 1 and a Part 2 to the protection that we offer our clients. Part 1 pertains to individuals who may be under investigation for wrongdoing, but who have yet to be arrested. If a person is under investigation for wrongdoing, it's very important for that person to contact us prior to any conversations with the authorities. There's much that we can do to navigate difficult situations prior to an arrest. Many convictions occur because of a confession. One of our fundamental constitutional rights is the right against self-incrimination and the right to consult an attorney. So by all means, if any of our viewers tonight believe they are under investigation for wrongdoing, they should call us immediately prior to being arrested.
So from what you say, it makes a lot of sense for people to call you and retain the law firm before an arrest so that their rights are protected. Now, what happens if that can't be the case? What happens if an arrest has already been made?
Well, as I previously mentioned, Part 1 of a criminal defense representation strategy in our office regarding people that haven't been arrested is to provide them with a strategy to deal with that. Part 2 pertains to criminal defense strategies concerning cases where an individual has been arrested or cited for DUI, traffic, or criminal offense. Most of our DUI and traffic practice is focused on a fair outcome as opposed to establishing a person's guilt or innocence, because many of our individuals that we represent have been arrested for a DUI, submitted to a breathalyzer test, which can prove that they were driving impaired, or perhaps they've been cited for a traffic ticket because of radar detection. That said, many individuals cited for a DUI or other traffic offense truly believe that the system persecutes them when additional charges are piled on or the punishment sought by the system seems to be extreme. For over 33 years, our law firm has defended thousands of individuals arrested for a DUI or other traffic offense, and we've successfully resolved their case with a favorable outcome. So I would encourage our viewers who have been cited with a DUI or traffic matter to pick up the phone and call us now. I'm sure that we can help.
Okay, Mike, so some criminal offenses concern adults, some concern children. I myself am a father of 4, you are as well, so we always are concerned about our kids making a mistake. How does the system deal with children compared to adults?
Mike, our juvenile laws are incredibly important, and every parent and grandparent should be aware of the repercussions that can occur to a child and the family unit if a child is investigated, arrested, and ultimately adjudicated as a delinquent minor. Misconduct by a child that is the equivalent of adult criminal conduct can adversely affect a child's education, a child's career, and for that matter, the entire family unit. When parents or grandparents become aware of alleged misconduct, they should immediately contact our law firm so that we can assist them. It is obviously best if we are retained prior to an arrest. So if you know your child or grandchild is under investigation, call us now. I believe that will be of great assistance.
Now let's switch back again to criminal conduct of adults. What useful tips can you provide for us?
Remember your constitutional right to remain silent, to consult with an attorney, and against self-incrimination. If you should be arrested, politely ask to contact an attorney and remain silent. Many convictions result because of a confession, so please do not incriminate yourself. Our Constitution mandates that you do not have to confess to a crime.
Now, there is a fine line between professional police work and overly aggressive police work, or professional prosecution and overly aggressive prosecution. Can you share with us a few examples where the government maybe committed some mistakes?
Absolutely. You're quite right. Most of our law enforcement agencies, our first responders, prosecutors, etc., do an incredibly good job. However, and unfortunately, as with every profession, agents of the government can make mistakes. At the national and state level, we can all remember the mistakes made by Presidents Nixon and Clinton and Governors Ryan and Blagojevich. At the local level, we've all recently witnessed the bad conduct of Rita Crodwell, Comptroller of Dixon. Over the 33 years that our law firm has represented individuals throughout the state line area, we've had clients who were frankly victimized by government mistakes, arrested for DUIs that were not driving impaired, individuals arrested for speeding that were not speeding, and persons arrested for crimes that they did not commit. The system is not perfect, and when errors are made, you can take it to the bank, and so can your viewers, that our law firm will do its utmost to assure an individual's acquittal when he or she has been arrested for a crime that they didn't commit.
Once again, Mike, tonight's topics have proved to be very thought-provoking and informative, and I do appreciate your valuable information. I look forward to our next segment.
Appreciate it, Mike, and again, to you and all of our viewers, a very happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. And again, if viewers have questions on these points or other areas of law, the Crosby Law Firm has attorneys standing by right now to answer questions. Coming up next, we will talk to John Hanson from the American Law Firm.